What's up, y'all? Juicy Shot here, and today we're gonna be talking about why I believe the Los Angeles Lakers will be winning the 2021 championship. So let's get straight into it. So what I gotta say is, I just believe they is like no script, nothing. This is a random video coming out now out of nowhere, and I just believe they is. It's like I don't think that there is a team. Well, let me scratch that. There is teams in the Western Conference and Eastern Conference that could beat them, but they're not like structurally built to take on them. Like how Houston was taken out, they couldn't because James Harden wasn't as effective as he usually is, and Westbrook wasn't just as effective as he usually is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they both don't come at the right moments. Like, they both not clutch in the clutchest moments. They're good and they're great athletes. They just not good enough in the clutch moments. That's what I'm saying. Damian Lillard, they don't have a good second string. Their second string is horrible, god awful. Don't have a second string. They need help. Real talk. Like who's gonna help them? Like, it can't be just Damian Lillard, CJ, and then Carmelo sometimes. Like, when he okay. Like, it's no. And what was it? Jamal, the Denver Nuggets, okay. But the Denver Nuggets, it's more or less like they're just a young team. I don't think they're ready. I think if he can't even hoop like this, I think he just hooping like this because there's no fans. Like, just imagine if it's a full stadium on 20,000 people, and then he balling. Then I see. I think he'd come out and give it 2 or 3 years. Or maybe even next year, you never know. But I still think there's none of them. None of them that can really beat the Lakers. Bucks, of course they can't beat the Lakers. It's just Giannis. They don't have a team completely. And the Clippers. Ooh, do not let me forget the Clippers. Okay, the Clippers. They have a team is good. Paul George is not with it. He doesn't, how do I explain this? He's not good with the team because he's doesn't try. To me, it don't seem like he trying. And the coach keeps their same system working, and I don't think that will really that's not a good idea, because you have to change it up, the styles and the play and all of that, but that's not a good idea. I said it's not a good idea. Wrong. I'm tripping. They just won't beat them. Nah, they don't have a good coach. Even with Tyronn Lue when Doc Rivers left. Tyronn Lue, I hate Tyronn Lue. I just don't think he's a good coach. I haven't really seen him do anything outside of the 2016 Cavaliers, and that in itself, it was more like LeBron was the coach. I just don't see it like him. And when LeBron left and the Cavaliers was hot garbage, they wasn't trash. They wasn't really good. And I feel like he just not a good coach. Players don't respect him enough. That's just what I personally think. And he just not a good coach. He just not. And then what about we go some other teams? What other people gonna say? What are some other teams? Oh, the Heat. How the fuck did I forget about the Heat? They was in the finals. The Heat. They really could have beat the Lakers. I'm not gonna cap. They could have beat the Lakers. The Clippers could have too, but it was more or less the Nuggets were coming out and they came out of there and they didn't want to go. They wanted it more than what the Clippers did. The Clippers just was yeah, we gonna win it. We got it. But then then they just forgot it. And when it was too late for them to change something else, it was just far too late. And then the Nuggets was already defeating them. With the Heat, it's more or less they just need another piece to help out Jimmy Butler. Helping out Jimmy Butler would it will really elevate the squad. For real, like Jimmy Butler just need help. Like Tyler Hero, he's great and all, but he's indecisive and like he show up like he's so like he show up sometimes, but then he don't. But he really more or less like a role player, I think, to be honest. I mean, he still is a rookie. He could like blow out next year. You know what I'm saying? But Duncan Robinson in that 5th game, that nigga there, bruh. That nigga there was cold that game. Him too. I mean, he wasn't really all that, but that game he really went off. Him and Jimmy Butler were not trying to go home. Everybody else was like, okay, but they was not trying to go home. I'm not going to tell y'all my thoughts on Markieff Morris and Danny Green, but not about to say that. But still, I feel like the Lakers still will have a better squad. And also, it could be like, it's rumors out there talking about how we could get Chris Paul and maybe Bradley Beal, because you know Bradley Beal, his his wife was talking about she was talking about what was it? She had retweeted a tweet or something about when some guy was talking about how the Lakers wanted Bradley Beal and how he'd be cold or something, and she retweeted it or something. And then Chris Paul and then this other guy was talking about how Chris Paul would be a good fit for the Lakers and he'd love to go back to LA. I mean, Chris Paul would be perfect. I mean, LeBron, he could take a break sometimes, you know, because Chris Paul would be a good point guard. And then if like Chris Paul were to have that injury with his his hamstring, the hamstring injury again, like he'd go out and then LeBron can take over because he can do it himself. He can't. I'm tripping. He still could do it, but it would just be like more of a load. But he'd have a team around him like Alex Caruso, Dwight Howard, but Dwight Howard might leave depending on how it is, but I don't think he is, but he could leave. And he got Anthony Davis, KCP, but I don't think KCP will be leaving. Danny Green not leaving because he got a contract for 2 years, $15 million, but there's 1 year left on a contract. Lakers might not re-sign him, to be honest, next year. And what else was it? We have Alex Caruso. J.R. Smith too, but like, who remembers J.R. Smith for real? But it's funny how Deion Waiters was gonna win a ring either way. But let's not get into that back to the time. But yeah, the Lakers, they can win it next year. They is the most put together team in the NBA currently. Golden State, even if Klay Thompson come back, like, no, just no. They not really gonna be on that type of like level compared to Los Angeles Lakers. I just don't think they will still be that same team even with just Klay back, because Klay did have a knee injury, so you never know. And it's like, even when Curry was there by himself, he still had like a bad team, but it was more or less like supporting pieces around it. Still, like, they got to build a team around it. And I just don't think that would be good. I mean, unless Andrew Wiggins pick it up, and you know it's Andrew Wiggins, that nigga lazy. So yeah, I just think the Lakers will win. And yeah. Oh, but yeah, hope y'all subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. My first time doing something like this, you know. And enjoy it. And subscribe. Check out my other stuff. Look me up on Instagram _Davon. Check out my other channels. Just go to the other side of the YouTube thing. You'll figure it out. Find it. Go like up my stuff. Follow me on Instagram. You could Twitter. I'm setting it up right now. All that. Just go figure it out. Hope y'all enjoy it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And deuces.